Welcome to Cheesesteak Sports, and boy, do we have a special one for you today.
NBA Finals preview. You got our special guest Trevor here with us today.
Big mentor to us.
Yes, he was. If you guys followed us from Dan's Rockin' Sports Show, he was on a couple episodes back then. But let's get into it. NBA Finals, Cavs, Warriors.
Yeah.
Trev, as you can see, Trev's a Warriors fan. He's got a yellow basketball. I mean, as you can see, he's got a shirt with him too. Dub Nation.
That's right.
He's a big Warriors fan, so we brought him on the show today to talk about the series, what he thinks is going to happen.
Make some bold predictions.
A lot of bold predictions, as we heard from him earlier. Trev, what are your thoughts on this series? LeBron, Steph. It's going to be a good series, right?
It's not going to be a good series. The Cavs are going to get rocked. Listen to me. They don't stand a chance. I'm saying Warriors in 5, if that. I think that. Hold on.
Oh, no.
My gosh!
I think there's a chance we see one of these. I'm going to be honest. This Cleveland team is not good. When your second best player is Matthew Dellavedova, I'm sorry. This is only a step above the days of Boobie Gibson and Danielle Marshall. This is going to be a bloodbath.
It's funny that you say that. I actually have a hat from those days, because I'm a big LeBron fan. So I'm going to disagree with you, Trevor, and I'm going to say the Cavs are going to get it in 6.
I think that.
Why do you, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. Why do you, what are your reasonings behind Cleveland winning?
Well, I mean, I honestly think that the NBA is fixed. So, I mean, it's going to happen. And LeBron is the greatest player right now. I mean, who's going to stop him? LeBron is playing his best basketball of his career.
Okay, no, I don't think that's true. If you look at his numbers, like, what do you want? Do you want a volume shooter? You want a guy who's shooting mid-30s from the field and maybe scoring 30 points? Or do you want a guy who's shooting like heat at mid-50s, averaging 25, 30, 10, 8? I'm sorry, he is not playing better basketball than he was last year or the year before it. He's turned into a volume shooter because that's what his team needs, but his team is terrible. Let's think about some of the teams he's beaten, right? Who was the opening round series against? The Celtics? The Celtics made the playoffs in the East. The
Evan
East
Turner
is awful.
He does follow
Evan Turner. Evan Turner's a good player. Shout out to Evan Turner. Only love. And then the Bulls gave him a run for their money with a banged up team. Yeah. And the Hawks, a hobbled Hawks, still gave them a couple games. No Tabosefolosha, no Korver, banged up
the East
Carroll.
There's
the
no
East
doubt
is
about
terrible.
that. The West is by far better.
But
there's teams who didn't.
LeBron is going to put the Cavaliers on his back.
No,
and
he's never
get
done
them
it.
the
He's
chip.
never won. The two finals he won were with two good guys, really good guys around him, and some solid.
Okay, so if the Cavs win this series, you can say that LeBron legitimately put his team on his back, best player of all time.
This will be by far his biggest title win.
Of course.
And when he does it, there's no doubt that he's the best.
Let's really think about this. The Warriors are statistically, by far, in every category, the best finals team that a LeBron-led squad has ever faced. They're statistically better than any of these teams. You talk about
stats.
You talk about wins and losses. You talk about point differential. You talk about opposing field goal percentage, offensive efficiency, defensive efficiency.
He works for Facebook.
Buckets assisted on. There's every category.
All that's true, but with the experience level, you gotta say the Spurs are right there with him, right?
In terms of
experience.
In terms of experience and just postseason grind, sure. Statistically, the Warriors are still better, but I will give you that. When you have a couple guys that won some championships, obviously that gives you a serious edge. Yeah, and then so here's the thing: the Cavs. There's no way this is going to happen. Cavs are going to get rocked. This is a bad team. LeBron's a great player. Kyrie's hobbled. Kevin Love's out. J.R. Smith's a gunner. Shumpert. Think about who this team is. Most of these starters are worse than the guys who are like 7 and 8 coming off the bench.
If Kyrie's healthy, do you give them more of a chance?
If Kyrie's healthy, maybe they could go from 1 game to 2 games, but he's not healthy. They're going to get rocked.
All right, well, we'll see. Game 1's tonight. I'm hopefully watching it with Trevor, so we'll see. But do you have any?
Yeah, I was going to give my prediction. I do think Golden State will win, but I had the series going 7. I think it's going to be a really good series. I think LeBron and Steph, they're going to battle each other. I honestly don't see anybody on Golden State who can stop LeBron. And I know tell me who.
I'm saying Anthony Davis and James Harden are tougher individual matchups than LeBron. LeBron's a great player. I'm saying those guys in terms of what Golden State has to do defensively, all three of the teams they've played so far presented more defensive challenges. I think HB is going to start. on LeBron. The nice thing is if they run a high pick and roll, Draymond Green can switch it straight up, right? Then you have Iguodala coming off the bench, and you have two guards in Klay Thompson and Sean Livingston that can, give a little bit of help. They're still going to get worked, but they can give a little bit of help, more so than some of the two guards he's played against.
I just feel like if LeBron wants to, he's going to get the ball, take 2 dribbles, and yank him.
Listen,
I feel like
if the Cavs win, this is going to be why. Because Dellavedova is going to break Steph Curry's legs.
He's not dirty. He's not dirty.
That's the only way they win.
He's not dirty. But, just another note real quick. Got to touch on the Stanley Cup Finals. Just because, we try to get every sport in here.
Blackhawks lead the series right now, 1-0. Won last night. They scored 2 goals in, the third period. They were down 1-0 the whole game.
Blackhawks.
What sport is this?
NHL.
Okay.
Chemo teaming in. I'm rooting for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks in 5. I kind of seen it play out before. I played Molly in NHL 15 this past a couple weeks ago. Gave him that work with the Blackhawks. We did the Stanley Cup and everything. So, if you don't know, Molly 12's actually our old weatherman, RIP. But yeah, that's all old stuff, blast from the past. You have any predictions? No, you don't know what hockey is.
I'm gonna say the Mighty Ducks, Charlie Sheen led Mighty Ducks in also in the sweep.
Dan?
Lightning. You're gonna win the series in 7.
Stamkos.
Yeah.
He's a beast. But that's about it.
Wait, one last note. Shout out to Mo Buckets, Maurice Spates. He's going to be healthy for this series.
That is my boy.
We haven't seen him play. He's a really big spark off the bench. On the offensive end of the floor, he is terrible on defense.
Former Sixer.
Yeah, former Sixer. So shout out to 2 former Sixers in this finals, Iguodala and Mo
That's
Buckets.
crazy. Iguodala might.
That's
the only reason I don't want Golden State to win.
What?
It's because of Iguodala.
Dude,
I want to see him get.
I got love for Iggy. I got love for Mo Buckets. Mo Buckets is a big X factor. Big X factor.
All right, that's about it. Cheesesteak Sports, Dub Nation.
Go Cavs. LeBron.